Good afternoon, and welcome once again to our Blackpool Biker. I'm just going to have a wander up Albert Road for you. Albert being one of those, obviously from Central Station, used to be absolutely mobbed around Albert, Palatine and all those around here. Whole Vance, you see that's got Albert Road on it. So we'll have a wander up. Central Station, by the way, obviously used to start here. And then the platforms used to be down there. I have done all on Central Station previously. 1863 Central Station, North 1846. But let's have a wander up here. Obviously McDonald's on the corner, you've got Carlisle just there, just opposite. We'll have a wander up this way. Here you've got Chippy's, I'll show you. Meeting place, I like that. And Niro's. Yeah, the gift stores and the rock shop. It's quite busy on the prom, by the way. I've just been on the prom, it's quite busy. Job Centre Plus now, used to be Argos at one time. But yeah, these streets, obviously just coming off from the Central Station, that's how all these have been so busy over the years, you know, in years past. Should have gone over the other side actually to show this side, if you know what I mean, a bit better. But anyway, we know where we are, don't we? So many, but a lot of this area was originally owned by the Cliftons. Clifton, as in Lytham family, owned Lytham Hall, and that they literally owned most of Blackpool. But they was originally wanting all around here to be leafy like Lytham. But with the coming of the trains, like I say, North 1846 and Central 1863. Once the trains started coming through, it was obvious that it wasn't going to be a leafy place like they were wanting it. So what they ended up doing was selling all around here as parcels of land. And then you have what you see today, rather than it being the leafy, you know, semis and detached properties as it is in Lytham. It's coming up for Coronation Street now. Done a couple of videos already today. Arms aching. Pound plus. Ooh, what have we got in there? Just there you could see where they're doing the new Wilcos and that there. And there, that's where the big wheel used to be. The Great Wheel, the Jolly Wheel, that had all those names. That was 1896 that was built. A couple of years after the tower being 1894. If I remember rightly, the 14th of May, 1894, the tower. Yeah, so this is Coronation Street going down to that way. It is a long street, this. It takes you up, right up to the top, to Regent Road. You see the Ruskin here. That used to have a public bar to it. I'm not sure if it still is, to be honest, or not. It was at one time. You can see all these streets leading off, and then now in Blackpool you do have the gates on all the alleys in Blackpool. See how there's gates to them now, to the back alleys. But yeah, they managed to cram in so many properties to what, I think it was something like 4 to 1. You know, they would have had one property, what the Cliftons were wanting, to them being 4 properties in the same space, if that makes sense. The Sutcliffe just here. The Royal Alexandria, part of Blackpool Promotions. A lot know the Blackpool Promotions ones on the promenade. Rosalie and the Florence. And now you've got the Spiritualist Church. I've been asked about that before, but yeah, the Spiritualist Church there. I know quite a few's been to that. Yeah, they don't have gates on there. Okay, fair enough. The Georgian is this number 84. This has some history to it. There's the Georgian Hotel. If you want to Google it, and all sorts happen at the Georgian Hotel over the years since they were first built. Just have a look at number 84 Albert. You got these. They're all big properties though, aren't they? All big properties. I'm only walking up one side, you know, sometimes walk back down as well, but nah, not today. Yeah, all the crimbo trees are up. Rooms in Blackpool. This one's looking a bit sorry for itself, isn't it? No shame. Just come round this way a little bit for you. Yeah, like I was saying, if you want to Google that, 84 Albert, there's quite a bit of history to that one. You can just see these though, can't you, in the 50s and that, when they're absolutely mobbed. And you'd have the old landlady that'd be, if you're in after 10 o'clock, don't bother knocking. Yeah, Leopold Grove here, just running off. If you go straight up, that goes up to Church Street there. And straight up onto Church Street. Obviously, the back end, the conference area of the Winter Gardens is just there. No one's turning. The car, it's one way. See all these, even the ones further up here, would have been hotels at one time. You can see a lot of flats now as well, turning into flats as we get further up. Remember, I did the done all these streets previously, but it has been some time. Might be a good 18 months now since last time I did these streets, and I've been promising I'd do them for ages. And people have been saying, "Come on, biker, when you're doing them streets, the major ones." Oh, here you go. Bostonia Hotel. It is somewhat, you might not, it might not show, but it is uphill, this. No, it's that coming out how steep it is. So from huffing and puffing, apologies. So the next street we come up to, this is South King Street. Keep going that way up South King Street, you come to the Legion and what have you, the Royal British Legion and that's the dentist there, the new dentist. That would have been the ABC cinema as well, where the dentist is now. The car park. Yeah, the ABC, the Beatles had played there. Lots of stars played at the ABC cinema. Well, I call it cinema, but then it went into a nightclub, and I forget what it was called now. The nightclub. So I walked back down a little way because I didn't miss. These were hotels, by the way. I know further up there was B&Bs, and Regent Road had B&Bs on it as well. But nowadays, obviously, not so much. Let's walk down this way a little bit. Yeah, so, sorry. That's where the cars are turning now, to the left. That is Regent Road, that. And then you've got the Regent Cinema and Church Street at the end. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is showing the gradient now. And then they say the secret tunnels came up as well. I've done the secret tunnels, the series, I did them 2 years ago maybe now. But yeah, one of them was meant to be going from the Winter Gardens to the Tower, obviously, we all know about that one. But then from the Tower to the Regent Cinema on Church Street, and then from the Regent down to the Rates Hall. Alfred Street, that one. I will do a couple of the other streets as well in the future. You can see where these were all, what are they, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floors, aren't they? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, if you count the room in the roof, the loft room or whatever you want to call it. Big properties, they go back so far as well, don't they? See how far they go back. Big properties. Massive, in fact. The Albert Hotel. Oh, cellar bar is open to non-residents there, if you're ever walking past. I didn't realise that. At the Albert Hotel, Albert Road. I'd shown Leopold on the way up, didn't I? There's Leopold. Yeah, this just takes us back down obviously towards Carlisle and the Ollies. That's a big hotel as well, isn't it? Yeah, there's been all sorts of shenanigans going on at 84 over the years since it was, I think it was about 1920 when one of the major incidents happened. Look at this size of this one. What's happening with this one now? Look at that. Look at the size of this. And the video I did this morning showing, you know, the chappie, if you've seen it on Follow That Biker, showing the chappie, the chap that was literally just sleeping on top of the colonnades in a sleeping bag. You got just empty hotels on one of the busiest streets in Blackpool. It just seems, well, crazy, innit? Really is. And the Royal Alexandra, that's well known, big place. I'd say part of Blackpool Promotions, New Oxford just there. So probably leave it here then. We've done most of it, haven't we? I think you've been able to see what's happening mostly. Most of all, stay safe. You know what it is. Have a cracking day.